Now, this might not be shock news for parents watching this morning, but for the first time ever, children now spend more time on the internet than they do watching TV. Our reporter Katie Spencer is here to tell us more. To be fair, Katie, they're probably watching TV online. What's this report showing?
Well, I think anyone who's got a young person in their life will just tell you how much these days young people are watching things like YouTube. And Ofcom put this report together to basically find out whether or not the viewing habits of young people were changing. And here are some of the findings that it actually found out. So children aged between 5 and 15 years old, they're spending 15 hours a week online. Compare that actually to the amount of time they're spending on TV a week. And that's
an interesting topic, isn't it, Katie? Thank you very much. It's going to be the topic of our debate at 9:30 this morning. We'll be asking how much responsibility parents have in regulating what their children consume online, and should you be rationing the use of one of these things? We're talking about that at 9:30. Tweet us at Sky Sarah Jane, at Jonathan Samuels.
Continuing the papers are Nikki Chapman and Martin Daubney, and this is a great story in the Daily Mail. We reported this last Tuesday, this huge sinkhole in the middle of the road in a... I mean, let's hope they've done it properly.
Get on the phone to Japan.
It's super efficient though, isn't it?
It's awesome.
It tells a massive story.
It does. Jackie, talking about things falling apart.
The Sun have got 2 pages on Wayne Rooney, looking a bit...
Hanks doing stuff like this all the time. We go, Tom Hanks, isn't he brilliant?
Great.
Gate crashing people's photographs.
But he's
putting
not
his
a
arm around
professional
drunk
footballer.
students in bars.
Is he drunk when he's in those photos, though?
Well, I don't know. But, you know, Wayne Rooney's just gate
He's not the
crashing.
first person to wear an
A bit
England kit
merry.
and have a drink, is he?
I mean, you've got to be careful, but in a way you can't win, because if he'd said to them, I'm really sorry, I don't want to have my...
Expecting not to be photographed while hammered. On what planet are you on, Wayne?
Kit off.
Well, he didn't play last night. He knew that he wasn't
Yeah,
going to get
he was on a day off, exactly. But still, it just doesn't look great in the papers today.
No. Yeah. OK, well, I'll tell you what doesn't look great, the weather. There's a little hint of what Isabel's got to offer. Sorry. A very good morning to you. This is Sunrise with Sarah Jane, me and Jonathan Samuels. We start today with evidence that some hospitals are spending nothing on cybersecurity, which puts sensitive medical data and even patients' lives at risk.
A Sky News investigation found 7 NHS trusts serving more than 2 million people had no budget for cybersecurity, while 45 trusts were unable to tell us how much they spent. Sky's technology correspondent Tom Cheshire reports. Well, continuing with the papers are Nikki Chapman and Martin Daubney. And Nikki, you found this story, which is fascinating, isn't it? I love this. And as someone who travels to Australia a lot, and I've lived in Australia and done that horrendous journey, there's a plane coming.
There is
that's going to cut journey times massively.
Amazing new plane, and Richard Branson is behind it. What a surprise. But it sounds like flight times between London and New York could be cut by half if they can get this new plane.
So 3.5 hours you could be in New York?
Yeah. Wow. Now, there is a price tag attached to it. £3,500. But if you think of, Concorde and its popularity, etc., etc. But, we were just talking beforehand about, OK, you can get to New York in that time, but imagine if you could get to Australia or places like that in half the time.
Half hours. It's only one film you can watch. Normally how I catch up on all my films on a long flight.
I like long flights. It's plenty of time for sort of relaxing gin and tonic.
Yeah, but do 24 hours on a plane.
Yeah, very true.
With 2 children.
In economy, it's grim. There's no other way.
It would be nice if someone else is paying for the ticket, but
you've
got to fork out whatever it was.
But, this is the
kids.
future. We've been waiting for it. It's a long time coming. So perhaps in the next 20 years, yes, we'll be travelling like this.
I want to squeeze in this story, Martin, just because the headline is so bizarre. Pigeon ate my chip, so it can't have been litter. This is in the...
the evidence. And it's like, you couldn't make this stuff up.
No.
But this is actually in our court system. It's going through the courts. The taxpayers are paying for this nonsense.
The case continues.
Over a chip.
But also on-the-spot fines. I thought they were a myth, really. I've never known anyone that's had an on-the-spot fine for anything.
But how do you feel when you see people throw stuff on the floor, especially if they throw it out of a car?
Oh, it's terrible.
It
makes me so angry.
Yes, so you want to go after them really quickly
and say something.
Pick it up and chuck it back in.
What's even worse is if they throw something on the floor and it's near a bin. Drives me nuts. Anyway.
Would you confront someone over that?
I have sort of... I've given them an evil look. I don't know if I confront them.
You could politely say, I think you might have dropped something.
I've done it with dogs.
Dropped a chip.
Dog owners who don't pick up.
Listen to us.
I've got a plastic bag for you.
Brilliant.
Thanks, guys. Thanks very much. Jackie, what's on the back pages?
Well, there is a Manchester City sex ban.
What?
Because Pep Guardiola has laid down the law. He has banned Manchester City's players from having sex after midnight. This has been revealed by Samir Nasri.
Should be asleep.
And the reason is, it's because they need their sleep. You need to go and be asleep by midnight. He's also turned off the Wi-Fi at the training ground, and he's banned pizza from the canteen.
How do you enforce that?
What, banning pizza? Or you just tell them not to make it?
The other bit.
No,
I meant the other ban.
How do you know?
Because I think he would know if they were a bit tired, the next day.
I know they can monitor their Fitbit.
Yes!
All of a sudden, if there's a spike in activity after midnight,
It's like
just saying.
It's common
Just
sense when you
saying.
think about it.
A sort of pedometer.
Okay.
You need to tell them.
There you go. Right, okay. Forcing a sex ban here on Sunrise on Sky News. Let's have a look at what the weather's got in store for us today. Isabel's got all the details.